on a path in the woods. No, that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
That's a fact.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Bro, let's get straight to it.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unattached, I see.
Okay, we're back. I know last time I said we were talking about what I wanted to do and look at. Was to go back to here and maybe attack, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're just doing straight runs as of right now. I'm also trying to think of what else to do. I've been thinking about this and I was like, okay, I've done almost everything needing to be done. And I said I wanted to do a betrayal. That's what I wanted to do.
That's the spirit.
I said I wanted to do a betrayal arc. Yeah, I haven't done just straight. Just do what I gotta do.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Yeah, I haven't done this.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down
this
to
I
see
haven't
your
done.
blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah, she said, oh.
this is it, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I mean, with considering all I've seen so far, absolutely not.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Absolutely not. It's not. I don't have any other options, but I'm sure she has some
It's
trick up her
over.
sleeve.
You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Okay.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
Why? If she's
And
dead.
why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah, she's dead, so
I've
what
told
would
you
matter?
everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Oh, this is completely different.
You lean down and wrap your hand around the blade's hilt.
She's gonna grab your wrist.
But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side. What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now.
Yep.
You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
Yeah, this is completely different.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
This is completely different. Yeah, I wonder if I was just left. Would she have gotten up and chased me? Like what?
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Pretty much, I guess.
See you around.
I guess.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you, for whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. That's completely different. What? Okay, the razor. So, okay. Okay, at least I'm still getting to different endings.
You're
I was
on a
like,
path in the
I
woods.
never just
And
straight
at
up
the end
killed
of
her.
that path
Just didn't know what
is a
happened.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yeah, we know. We know. Oh, do I get a new voice? Maybe I should say something. Maybe I should probably say something so I see if there's a new voice.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Yeah, we did kind of get robbed. We did kind of get robbed, bro.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Right.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Alright. Let's go then. Alright.
A warning before you go any further.
I already
She
know.
will lie. She will cheat.
Yeah,
It
we
couldn't
know.
be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
I guess.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay, so no. So this time, we just do what we gotta do. No backpedal.
The interior of the cabin is a
Oh.
jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched
Why
on
does
its
the
edge.
blade look sharper and more in the depth than before?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without
Yeah,
a
you
weapon.
see the nature of this
Feels
place.
a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
All right, let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Oh, brother.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Yeah, the deepening sense of sarcasm.
As you descend the final step,
There's
the
a
form
hole
of the
in the
princess
ceiling.
comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Can I just throw my knife? Like dart throw? Oh, there's a lot of answers. There's a lot of answers here. Okay, if we lie to her? I know you have a knife.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I
Girl.
have a knife?
Girl, show me your hands.
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
That's so... Bro,
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
not at all.
Sounds like she's really out for blood.
Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
You are lying! You are lying. Prove it. Yeah, prove
It
it.
would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
Show me your hand.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Then what did she stab me with? Her hands?
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's test her. You remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
This sarcasm is
Last time?
killing me.
What are you talking about?
This is
Look,
killing
it's like
me.
the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her
Right,
teeth.
this is nature way of talking about, like, are you working with
I'm
the narrator
terrible at
this morning?
spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Oh my god. And that's exactly what happened, so you do remember
Would
it.
I just lie?
Yes, you would.
Lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yes.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Right.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop.
I'm
It's only going
deranged?
to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I'm deranged. Brother, are you not listening to her? What? Brother, are you not listening to what she's saying? Okay, but what if you were hiding the knife?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
So what do you want to do, cheated? What do you want to do? I want to trust you, but you being so suspicious.
So rude of you.
I like
passing
antagonizing her.
judgments
This
on
is funny.
Strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I'm weak.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening.
Oh
Just because she's
god.
acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
This is
But
funny.
I'm
bro.
nervous.
Right now, I'm.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Really? Okay. Screw it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first, then yours.
Hee hee is crazy. It's not hee hee. It's
What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Ew.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
How?
You're going to die now.
Yeah.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
That's a fact.
What? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
She just says my show now is my show. My house.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win, and if no one can win, then
we got
nothing
multiple
has
voices
any
now.
meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
You don't want to know.
This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay,
All
sure.
right.
You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Oh god.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Right, like the room's destroyed.
Walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Where would there be a door in this messed up
There
room?
isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Welcome back, Stubborn, by the way. Welcome back.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Well, that's convenient.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Okay.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Fair enough.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flapping at her
Edward
elbows
Scissorhands.
like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, what do we do against blade arms? What? Wait. I'm gonna... No. She has arms for swords and we don't. We're panicking! She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All these ideas suck.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
What's supposed to happen? What else is supposed to happen?
Ow. What a surprise.
Right. What?
Yeah. We don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
No.
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack.
Let's
There's
see how
gotta
we
be
can
a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Bro, I'm crying.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Show you something new? Alright, shawty.
Plan now.
Let's get let's get Smitten back. Why not? Let's get Smitten back. Why not? It doesn't work if she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, only holding snippets of the conflict that transpired.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
What's going on?
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. And then you skewer yourself.
Oh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. What's the point? It's all the same.
Not the Eeyore Kyle character. Not the broken.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic.
Weak.
Flee. She skewers you.
Nah.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
No, we are surpassed all that.
Skewers you.
Yeah, we're surpassed.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
So, what's the... Oh. Yeah, this is different.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Yeah.
It feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Alright.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
No!
Over my dead body.
No.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
This gotta be the last one. It gotta be. Because everyone's here.
We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything?
Not really.
Feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You done your job.
Don't
Trust
care.
me.
Just want to win.
Yeah, we trust us. You done your job.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Oh.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that.
I'm glad you do.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Girl got a chainsaw or something.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
A big hug.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
What is wrong with y'all?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
There's no windows, bro.
That looked painful. How is she still alive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. All right,
Oh, I'm crying. Bro, I'm weak. I'm crying.
What just happened?
Oh, God.
So quiet.
Yeah, we needed to stop. Oh god. Him too, yeah. Sad.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but her bow finishes its arc. You're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of itself. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound and the faster your momentum volleys between you, and endlessly building a crescendo and then an opening. Your blade, freed of violation, and strikes hers too. But both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear of what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Emily returns. Let's go! Let's go! Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. You're unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
What are your thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but some of them are something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Maybe. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Okay, so there's probably like one or two more. Do you know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I feel like this is the real princess that we're dealing with here. And she's been cut up into pieces. Or her personality or whatever has been cut up into pieces. No harm in asking.
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Got it. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna put it here. Alright. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently plucks the instrument from your hands.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, I thought that would just end the
The
cycle.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Huh.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright. Everything goes dark, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Prince. Back to square one!
Your Honor, you're here.
Okay. Like I said, Betrayal Arc. I don't think I've done that yet.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here?
I want the knife, buddy.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
I was
like
going
you were
to go
supposed
get it, genius.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs.
Yeah.
Or we could use it to free her.
We've
You
done that
won't like
already.
what happened.
You've done that already. Slay the princess.
Without hesitation,
Wait, didn't we
bring
do
the
this?
blade down and plunge it into the princess's
Wait,
back.
we did this too.
Finally.
Wait, we did this too, didn't we?
The wound drives her to the ground.
I can't remember. We've done this
Okay.
so many times.
There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard.
Oh yeah, Betrayal
Were you
Arc.
lying to me.
Yeah,
this whole
yeah.
time?
No, I got it. Big brain. I think I seen the drawing before, and I'm mixing it up with a different run that I did. But yeah, Betrayal Arc.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Man, this woman has hurt us multiple times, multiple ways, and that you cannot describe. She is a problem.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
No, I finished the job last time. I did finish the job last time, so this time I'll just give up.
Are you serious? As what's left
I
of your
remember
blood
now.
pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job. The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out.
Yeah, this is different.
We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Beast. Pretty sure this is new.
You're on a path.
Yeah,
You're here to
we
slay
know.
her.
We know. horrible sense of deja vu. We don't.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. If he doesn't remember what happened, then something else must have trapped us here.
Haunted has never been first. Haunted was like a byproduct of the last one, which is very interesting.
You're not trapped here. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, though the only sensible thing for you to do right now is march up to that cabin and slay the princess.
This is more than deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing just literally happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Alright, you say so.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously.
Maybe.
Okay. See to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I do it every time. Might as well keep doing it.
Walk up. What are you talking about?
You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone.
Do I take the blade with me? Let's take the blade with me this time.
You take the blade from the table.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
Both.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Is that not a tail?
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
That was an animal, sir. There was a tail. I saw
certainly
it.
not just a princess.
And that chain is moving, bro.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you. And a little splinter clutched in trembling hands won't save you from me.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
She's waiting for me to move upstairs.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower.
Yeah. There'd been no point.
This is her domain. You are devoured.
There'd been no point.
Guess that's it then. Is it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Huh?
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around
We
you.
haven't
its
been
slick surface
digested.
impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time. The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests
We're not gonna-
as the corrosive liquid sloshes
we
around
have claws.
you.
We're not gonna
There will be no
tear at her.
respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. You still have that steel claw. Tear through her before we are her. Survive. Or we could use it to make this quick for ourselves. If she needs us in order to leave, we could at least deny her that. That is a bad thing to do.
Spit me out.
I'm so very, very patient. If it takes lives and lives and lives to swallow my way to freedom, then that is what I'll do.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death. There's no more space for words.
Alright. Well.
Though you have little room to move, you use what strength you can muster to drive the blade forward into the thick walls of tissue digesting you.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
The pulling has turned to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with fresh waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
Sounds like I'm on the precipice of dying, so I might as well just end it then.
In an act of spiteful defiance, you pull your weapon to your throat, your shaking, ulcerous hand clenched tight around its hilt. And then you draw it across your bubbling veins. Your blood flows out, filling the tiny space inside the princess. You start to fade. A waste of a good life.
Yeah.
It's better than giving in to her.
Yeah, we're in a stomach,
But
dude.
in the end, the opinions of stray voices mean little in the grand scheme of things.
everything goes dark, and you die.
Huh. The wild. Okay. She says she don't mind keep doing.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
Countless at this
I
point.
think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
I got nothing to say,
Part of
buddy.
her because she consumed us. Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
It shouldn't count as her eating us if we offed ourselves.
Right, like,
We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better? I guess this is fine.
I guess.
Doesn't feel half bad. Miles better than being dissolved, anyway.
Right.
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
This thing watching us, what is he? This is the girl at the, this is the entity at the end. I knew it was a princess, but it just, What's this?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him? Why should anyone want to do anything right now? No. I know who this is.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Find freedom! Freedom! It's time to end this game.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended.
The malice in his voice.
Birth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us? He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing,
He's literally just talking in despair at this point.
Will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
He is mad, bro. Do y'all hear him?
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real. All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Find a way out.
Find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles and then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
Right.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of the breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze to the tiniest hole in the world at the pace that you need to be. Place, not pace.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
This was all of us, fighting as one.
And then it's gone. It's gone?
Go.
No!
Why is everything
Where did...
so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you.
She's
what?
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Huh?
Where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
We've been here before, but I thought we got back to her already. I thought we were already here.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
I'm gonna see you guys on the other side.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again, but the mirror always makes them leave. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure. A faint and veiled in the shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you...
I think you
me?
know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image of the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Huh. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if
The
I would ever
narrator.
get to see you.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help, after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Does it hurt when the pieces break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
What do you mean? What do you mean, my time? What are you talking about? I've met you many times. Have you been the same? Have you been the same
I
you?
haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh my goodness. So you know about the looping?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really?
Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Oh my god, there's so many Bro, this is lore! I need these questions. I should have saved. I should have saved at the start of these questions. I'm only gonna get so many questions. I should have saved. That's okay. It's alright. I can always come back here and ask more questions later. It's fine. I've been saving throughout most of the rest of the game anyhow. It's fine. Yeah, whenever I tried getting answers out of you, you've been absolutely impenetrable. Why are you being so suddenly open?
Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
What about my true... What is... Wait. If you're not me, then... Wait, what? No, because that... If you're not... What? These two questions are annoying. Okay. If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Got like 4 questions left. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
What? Still don't see why this is a negative thing. Why would you want me to destroy the concept? Yeah. What? I'm asking all the wrong questions. Why would you want me to? Yeah, why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
But death is natural. Death is something that has to happen, eventually. If I destroy her, how is that existence any better than death? Or even different from death at all? What? Bro, there's so many questions. Oh my gosh. The people out there beyond the walls of the constructs, do they know about this? And do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Oh my god. I haven't decided what to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this. Saying nothing more. He's just gonna try to convince me that this is for the greater good. There's no point in lying. Say nothing.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and ascendant, ascendant God. And it's finally time for you to wake up. This is you. All of this is you. proceed one last time to the cabin. When you arrive at the heart of the things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
I might zoom in on this part. Not for nothing. It's very interesting, part. Kind of like a... They did call her entity before, too, so...
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Before we go anywhere in this, too. Yeah. You know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Well, what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Also, does it have a greater meaning, either choosing the path of immortality or not? What a way to throw a crazy meaning into this game. Oh, right. Why is this only falling on my head top?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Fair enough. Might as well get the deeper meaning. If we're gonna mentally go through all this. If you're always gonna become this, then what was the point of me even doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them were gonna lead to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it.
True.
Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I began? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
I'm trying to figure out, is this drawing a tree or a face? I see both, really. I see like a mountain valley. I don't know. There's a lot going on. Address this vessel statement directly. appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and a change and stagnation, but that isn't what about any of the. Yeah. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but let you. No, okay, no. Are you? You act as if the world can exist without you. But if she's the concept of. This is a little past my pay grade. I just thought we were just playing a little goofy horror game that was also apparently a love story. But now it's become this hierarchy, deep conversation about the stagnance of humanity and living. Okay. But if she's the concept of death, you can't even really say this, because death will always exist. Reject her perspective. I won't engage with violence. Huh? I don't want this to get aggressive. We've seen how she get when she get aggressive. But it matters. Let's try to meet her halfway.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Okay, she calmed down. I think. Not.
A torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Why is this getting so violent?
On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me.
That's not what
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. I pushed you to a greatness you never would have reached without me.
That red is crazy. God. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Appeal to your shared humanity. This has always just been about us. The two people force each other hurt again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other.
You cling to your notion of pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
To a degree, though, that can't be all. That's not all it is, though.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip
Am
the
I
tendons,
doing this
mince
wrong?
the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
No, you have a new person.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole picture of reality into the picture. That's not... What are we really talking about? What does this mean? Address this vessel statement directly. I want to see what that does. Oh! I am not my body, but I can feel my body suffer.
Do you suffer now? Let go of what you think yourself to be and exist.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair, you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars.
Right.
But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out, and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
Oh my god. My brain is imploding. I didn't feel that the last hour of this was going to be so mentally torturous. What is happening? The only reason we weren't happy is because we couldn't forget. There's a version of that world worth living in.
You steep yourself deeper in delusion. I pity you for the thoughts that dance in your mind. And I will break them before we're through.
Oh, girl, I got time. Oh, she ain't mad? Damn. You did not resist my violence. Yeah? Did you understand that the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose the gift? Did you choose to gift yourself with someone who thought she hated you?
To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
I helped you out of fear, and I'm not afraid of you anymore now. That's why I'm resisting you.
And yet there is no reason to resist me beyond fear and delusion. If you aren't afraid of me, why would you resist me? Why would you force the rest of the world to resist me too?
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion?
I'm trying to find a...
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
I don't disagree with her, but I'm getting lost on what we're fighting for. If we are sharing the role of God, she's battling death, I'm battling eternal life here. That's all I can really just chop this down to, because I don't even know how my brain can really comprehend that much more, because she's arguing, from what I'm gathering, she's arguing without death there's no life. And to an argument, that is true, but there can't be only suffering in life. That's not what life is about. Life is about the things that come with the pain and suffering, not only the cause of the pain and suffering, but the things that you do beyond that.
There is no constant. There is no center.
Yeah, yes there is. It's called living.
Open your eyes and accept what we are.
Am I thinking about this right?
Leave this prison together.
Oh my god. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I can't let everything die. I have to fight. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else other than this. I won't kill you, but I won't set you free. You've done everything that can to make you understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh my god, where's everybody else?
We left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now.
Okay.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm gonna save because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Am I doing the right thing? I don't know what's happening. I feel like I'm on an existential crisis. I'm ready. No, I want help. Yeah, I want help because I don't know what's going on. I'm buckling under the pressure. Oh, we're creating the details again. Okay.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Is it just you and me?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator ready
Yeah,
now?
it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Yeah, for all time's sake, go ahead and describe the cabin.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Fair enough.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Fair enough. Let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
I don't want to.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
I don't want to kill you, honestly. I don't want to kill you. I really don't. I don't want to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
What?
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
What?
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
That's not an option. That just puts us back of where we started. Yeah, that doesn't help. I don't want to forget you. That doesn't help anybody else. Yeah, that doesn't help anybody outside. We'll eventually find our way out again. We'll break the wool over our eyes eventually. Oh my god. What? What in the world? Oh, brother. This isn't fair.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Yeah, but it's always a tug and pull of conflict. We're gonna find ourselves back eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
That's not an option. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
So, if I could just understand this in the most light of ways, this princess is like hella in a way, or no, or is she more of just death she's like beyond. No, not Hela. No, they're calling this is the prince. She is death. The whole concept of death. And she can't see anything past anything mentally except that. She's not wrong, but that's not all the end all be all to life. It's not. I mean, it's a part of life. That's not all there is. It's a guarantee of things that's just gonna happen to you, but it's just, oh, I didn't sign up for all this mental anguish when I did this. This is not what I signed up for. I signed up for a little goofy game, not the me trying to figure out the mental constructs of life. That is beyond my pay grade. I believe in the man that died for my sins. 3 days passed, he woke back up, so I don't gotta worry about any of this. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back there, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Aw, man. Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Oh my god. Would resetting do anything to help the people?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
What?
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
Yeah, it's trash. What? So did I reach the wrong ending? Cause she said if you want me to help the people outside, you're gonna have to make me help them. So did I reach the wrong conclusion? Is there multiple endings? Is this just one of them? I am there. Maybe there's a way for me to win that argument against her while we're both entities. Maybe there's a way for me to win that argument. Maybe me hearing the voice, I thought we was all about to pull up on her like some anime and take her and force her to see in the power of friendship and whatnot. This is not what I expected for an ending. Oh, I'm gonna have to run an ending back, bro. I might have to make another video, like run another video or something, because this is crazy. But if I agree to the plan of putting things back to the beginning, it's a pointless loop. It's a pointless loop. Like I said, like he said, and she said, if we change our minds, we change our minds. This is crazy. I don't want to kill Shadi. I don't want to kill her. This is trash. This is mad trash. I can't. Bruh, if you're talking about ending the world for principle, I can't let you do that, Shani. I'm sorry. I don't want to kill you, but I can't just let things go back to the way they were because it would be it's a pointless loop. realistically speaking. So, we gotta say goodbye.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action you brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of each other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cavern itself.
It's quiet here.
Very. The path and the woods are outside are an empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel a sensation in limbs in you that you couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning in a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in an agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite size and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it is not you.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart to bear witness your new king. All at once the unyielding tension gives away. And in the shattering you are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and along a arduous cycle, I hope that's how you say that, of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this
It's
world.
finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules.
Yeah, this part's never fun.
Nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
Yeah, no kidding. I didn't think this is what the conversation was about. To be frankly honest, this is not how I pictured us ending this game.
The whispering and the coercion and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
That wasn't very hard at all.
It was hard for me.
Speak for yourself.
Right.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable.
I know, Smitten, I
Lucky
know.
for us, you have forever to get over it.
Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Yeah, we can do that.
Wow. Nice. nah, that's crazy. What a crazy way to put a spin on what this game's meaning and stuff is. That's beyond crazy. Mind you, I didn't pick Slay the Princess for selfish reasons. I just don't like the stake behind destroying the entire planet. It just sounds crazy. I just didn't like how that sounded. Death is needed, but I was like, but a pointless loop of her wanting to get out to never being free. I don't know. That ending just didn't feel right to me. So I just said, you know what? Let's just slay the princess. Let's just do what we came here to do, I guess. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that's insane. All I keep thinking about is Future Diary too. Like this dead reminds me of like the ending of Future Diary and the absolute mess chaos that was. Man, I got enough nerve to give another video about alternate endings or other things we haven't found. Nah, that's insane. I wonder how much stuff we have and haven't seen. How many? Yeah, that makes me wonder how many vessels really exist, or like, did I just find like the quote unquote 6 that were available, or were there more? I wanted to keep appealing to her humanity, but I feel like I wasn't getting through to her, so I just stopped and I just answered to her directly, and I got through to her a little bit better, and then the voices came in through to save the day. But maybe I should have done it myself. I don't know. Maybe I need to make an extra video about alternate ending. I'm glad I didn't I'm glad I didn't wait for the menu to do that long. Like, this is crazy. To me, this is like a spoiler, like, oh, we do need to take her out. Something wrong with her. But yeah, no, this game's insane. This game's insane. This is a nutty game, bro. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 game. I thoroughly enjoyed this. When it comes to like a quote unquote decision making game, and I mean the buckle of responsibility that it dumped on you too in like the last third. Like, I felt like I just got dumped with so much responsibility. This is why people hate choice decision making games. That was a lot to deal with at once. That was a lot, but that was fun. I'm probably gonna play this again. I am probably gonna play this again. I might do if you get an extra bonus video about alternate endings, cool. But if not, this has been a W playthrough, y'all. On that note, blue skidoo, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next time.